going on, everybody? I think I might do a little bit of a tour tonight, because I know we got a whole lot going on. Good news, we got this thing going, or my grandpa did. So, I think we'll start off here with, what are you doing? I think we'll start off here with my 1968 John Deere 4020. I bought this, it's just over a year ago now. I think December 2nd or something would have been the 1 year anniversary that I've had it. I bought this over from the neighbors, so you can almost see their barn from here. With the cab on it, without the weights on it. I don't even know how many hours are on it. It sat in the shed for about 8 years without them touching it. So the motor is all caked with junk. The radiator had all crap on it. It had like 3 inches of just dirt and crap on it. The air intake had like a rat's nest in there. I mean, it looked terrible, honestly. I'm gonna put a picture in there. So I brought it home that night. Oh, hold on, back up. It had a battery box on here, right here, wooden battery box with two 24 volt batteries. Maybe not, maybe two 12 volt. But the battery box was in here because the cab was on. The batteries were all corroded to crap. I mean, absolutely terrible. And so me and my brother went down there one Saturday. We went down to the Farmer Fleet, bought new batteries, put new batteries in there. And then I got up in the cab and I went to start it. And I don't know if this is the right key switch. No, this isn't the original key switch. But, you know, with normal tractors, you just turn the key all the way and it starts. So I didn't know. Well, I knew this, but I didn't think about it. That the 4020 set the push button. So I got up in here. I put the throttle down a little bit. And then I turned the key all the way and it didn't do nothing. So I kept the key on by accident overnight. Which drained the batteries. Came back the next day with a bunch of ether and the battery booster. Came back, turned the key on, accidentally pushed the start or the roll or the, let's just say the push button here, and it rolled over. It did something. So I held it down for a little bit longer, and then the batteries finally died. So we put the battery booster on there, and the battery booster might be junk because it started smoking and smelling just weird. So anywho, then we moved some crap out of the way, hooked the truck onto it, pulled it out of the shed backwards, hooked it onto the front end. I'd say we pulled it 3/4 of a mile to get it to start. And that was before I painted it. I bet we pulled it 3/4 of a mile trying to pull start it. I was driving the truck. There was just a little layer of snow on the ground. So the back tires were bald on it when I bought it. When we were pulling it, back tires were bald, a little bit of snow. And when you pull them, you put it in a gear, you drop the clutch, and the back tires spin opposite of each other. So I don't remember how fast I was going even, but I guess I was going fast enough to where I looked in the mirror and the tractor is fully sideways. Of course, no hydraulic fluid in it, so no power steering, so my dad was using the brakes to steer it. I guess I was going a little bit too fast. Anywho, get down to the field, or down the trail, turn around in a cornfield. A little bit of snow makes it to where the truck starts to spin. So I gotta back up like every 15 feet because I keep on sinking down. So I just give her the beans and got it flinging mud everywhere. We had like the last 20 feet before we wouldn't know what to do with this tractor to get it to start. Got back on a little bit of gravel and I feel the truck lunge forward. And that's when I'm like, oh my God, it started. I look in the rearview mirror. I see smoke puffing out of the exhaust pipe, of course. We put this on. There used to just be a normal muffler on there. Look back, smoke puffing, and I was happy. I was really excited. And then me and my dad switched, and he's like, "You're driving this home. It's your tractor. No, you're driving it home." I get in it. I got the steering wheel. I put it in gear, and I tried steering, and there was absolutely no steering. No, the front tires wouldn't turn at all. When the tractor would go forward, backwards, nothing. So there's no hydraulic fluid in there. So I was kind of scared. I'm like, I don't really feel comfortable driving this down the road. Anywho, the neighbor and my dad and my brother helped me move the crap back in the shed. They put hydraulic fluid in it, and it was perfectly fine. So I put the tractor in, I think it was sixth gear. I don't know if you can even see that or not. I can't see it. And I put the tractor in 6th gear, get it on the road, going up a little hill, blind hill, and, well, obviously it's a blind hill, kind of idiot. Anyways, put the tractor in 6th gear, and I start pushing down on the foot throttle. My brother's in the cab with me. Actually, the door had fallen off. I forgot about that, but the door had fallen off the cab when we were pulling it. I almost peed myself. I was laughing so hard because I just looked back in the mirror. The tractor hit a little bump. The door fell off. Anyways, got on the road, put it in 6th gear, giving her a little bit of throttle, and clutch in down to 8th gear, and the tractor wouldn't do anything. Well, the pins must be a little bit loose in there, so it doesn't like to go into gear right away. So I'm over here messing around with the shifter in the middle of the road. I get into 8th gear, get going down the road, and then the tractor starts doing this. And my brother almost goes out the opening of the door. And I look behind me, and my dad's like, slow it down. Well, with the way that it sat, the tires had like flat spots in them. So that was kind of fun. Then we get going down the hill, or not down the hill, down the road, and I have an 8th gear, but like no throttle whatsoever, and we hear this loud bang. I look behind me with panic in my eyes, and my brother's like, "What was that? What was that?" And we look behind us, and my father is just laughing behind us because there was a drop pin that was tied around the seat, and it dropped and hit the axle. I thought the cab was falling off or the tractor was going to explode or something because it was so bad looking. So that was a little fun adventure just to get it home. Then once we got it home, first thing we did, which took us like 15 minutes, took the bolts off of this, took the cab right off of it. And yeah, and then it sat for, actually I drove it almost every night. And then I went down to the Farm and Fleet and bought some spray paint and spray painted it. After we started cleaning it up a little bit, after we spent 2 months doing electrical work on it, just so that it would start. Yeah, and then I ran it all summer. It did good. It had a really leaky radiator. Everything leaked on it. Then this winter we took it down, or actually this fall, it was the last day of summer break. Me and my friend and my dad put the cab back on, and I spray painted it. Of course I didn't do the best job, because why would I? I might just put new glass in it. That's real glass. This is all plexiglass. That's real glass. This is plexiglass. Just put new glass in it, get it over with. But, yeah. So that's the 40-20 there. Oh, anywho. And then we put, I took it down to my dad's cousin, where he put an alternator on there, because it had the old generator, and the generator was no bueno. Put an alternator on there. He did all the wiring for my cab, which I'm so thankful for. They put a new radiator in there, a new oil cooler. I think that was about it. Yeah, he did all the wiring. I don't know if the lights even turn on. Oh yeah. And the front lights. They're halogen. I should have done LED, but I like the looks of the old halogen lights anywho. But yeah, that's the 40-20. Very good, strong running tractor. I'm glad that I got it for as cheap as I did, because now I bet I could get, I don't know, 10,000, 12,000, maybe 15,000 for it. If I put a cab kit in there and cleaned her up a little bit. But yeah, and then put new back tires on her. Actually Valentine's Day of last year. It still looks like it leaks just a tad bit back here, but typical, I think, on the 4020s. 8-speed synchro, 1 hydraulic, 3-point does work. Very nice tractor. It's a little bit loud, but of course that was my decision. But that's about it for that. It starts every time that I want it to. We have had to pull start it. The fuel injector pump actually gave us issues one time, to where you'd go to start it and the tractor would rev wide open right away. The first time that happened, our 2950 broke down on the mixer, so I took this down, backed it up to the mixer, shut it off, put the hydraulics in. My dad was standing there. I went to turn the tractor back on, wide open. I pushed the throttle up, jumped off as fast as I could because I thought it was running away on me. But yeah, that's the history of the 4020. You're going to see this a lot more than what you do right now. But anywho, moving on to the 4250. I don't know what year this is. I don't really know the story of it, other than it is a quad range, 2-wheel drive. Obviously, I put those retro mirrors on there. We've had to put new back tires on here. We've had something wrong with electrical on here. We had to put a new PTO clutch in there. The rest of the summer, throughout the fall, we didn't have it for corn silage. It came with the weights. We took the weights off, put them on the 78 before I took the loader up to 78. Put new front tire on here. The other side is about ready to blow out. 3-point works, 2 hydraulics, 540, 1000. That's 540 and 1000 too. Obviously, you guys have seen in the videos that this is 540 and 1000. Slapped a chrome pipe on there. Sounds pretty good. It sounds very good, actually. We got the American flag on there, and still a strong flag for my my classmate that had passed away, which actually Tractor Day is coming up, and this tractor will be in that day because my friend is driving it. I believe. I actually had him out here last Saturday. I've told you guys about this mower. 13-foot, 946 Moco. Takes 3 hydraulics. I had the 42 on there one time a few years ago with no weights on the front. Put it on the mower. Went from, I think it was B2 to B3. This thing needs a cab kit. Yeah, I went from B2 to B3, and the front end will come off the ground every single time. That was pretty interesting. It's pretty fun though. And this has been on the merger. This is the hood for my beloved 7810 that we don't have back yet, which I need back for Tractor Day. Actually, the motor came back last Friday. Got all the parts for it here. Went up there and saw the poor thing again. We're gonna have to get a new hood for it eventually. I don't remember what that's made out of. Got the fenders here, side panels. It's really dark in here now. I might have to go grab a flashlight, actually. This is one of 2 4618s, Meyer chopper wagons. Tandem axle, 540 PTO. It's not hydraulic driven. This is the first one that we took the roof off of because the roof had a hole in it. Or the roof was actually really floppy. It's actually in one of my YouTube videos. The roof would go side to side. And they just wanted to tighten it down, but they ruined the holes for it or something. I don't know. And they ultimately tried to, I think it was move the roof forward or something, and they poked holes through it. So they just took it off. And we got another one right back there. That is our 18-foot H&S chopper box. That's not a tandem axle, just a normal one. This is a very nice chopper wagon. We lost that handle for it, actually, my neighbor did. It had hydraulic back end to where you can take the load and unload it in the back end, or from the back end. We don't ever use it, so we took the hydraulic motor off that, put that on the manure spreader, the green tank spreader. I don't know if we're going to take the roof off of it. Not sure yet. The 4250 will be going on that wagon back there. See, tandem axle, that's what I mean by tandem axle. You got one axle here, one axle here, and they're together. This one's got the roof on. The 4250 is going on this wagon here, and the 4020 will be going on this wagon. And the 6155M, which still doesn't have a turbo in it, will be going on the neighbor's 4518, which is one, I think it's a few years newer because it's a lot nicer looking. This is the grain drill from like the 40s, 50s, 60s, I don't know. I actually just seen a video about these the other day to where they used to have tripwires to raise and lower it. And then my grandpa put a hydraulic cylinder on there for our John Deere 50. For his John Deere 50, actually. Here's the corn head. It's a 660R. Not a rotary corn head, unfortunately, which I wish we had. It's a little bit worn out. Beat the crap. I ran this on the chopper. All corn silage season. There's a kernel processor for the chopper. Had so many issues with this head not taking in the feed for the corn. So ultimately, I just sent her, and I think my friend clocked us at doing 6 miles an hour with the corn head, doing 6 rows at a time. Yeah, and I kept on missing the wagon because I was crying. I was laughing so hard from something, but that's a different story for a different day. But yeah, this is everything in the machine shed. Let's go move on down to the lean-to shed. What do you think? What do you think, doggo? I think we should.